Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Jack Jennings and today I'm announcing a new guitar course that's part of the Indian Classical Guitar Academy, and this course is something a bit different. It's based on Raag Kirvani, and what I've done for this course is I've tried to break down different elements that I used in a solo recital that I did of Raag Kirvani about a year ago in October of 2021. It was actually a live stream recital. I did the whole thing live on YouTube, and then I've edited it into a video, with better sound quality and better video quality, so you guys can see that. But leading up to that performance, I had a sort of hit list of these different rhythms, different motifs that I wanted to incorporate into the performance. So it's all improvised, but there's just particular rhythms that I'm using to end certain phrases or to signify moving from one piece, from one part of the piece into the next. And this is something that a lot of Indian classical musicians do. They have a repertoire of these different Tihai rhythms, they're called. And you can use them to add structure into an otherwise completely improvised performance. You usually have a composition which is just a very short passage that is just 2 lines long, and that composition is the theme that you keep returning back to. But you often use one of these specially constructed Tihai rhythms to actually come back to that composition in a way that's interesting and creates a sort of intrigue. And well, intrigue and interesting are the same word actually, aren't they? I'm just trying to be articulate there. So this is something that I've really taken time to break down in the guitar course. I teach the students the rag and the phrasing structure and just how to play the composition, so just the groundwork is all covered. But then I go into picking out different Tihais that were part of that performance and breaking those down and putting them into a format where the guitar players can practice that and they can learn how to find the right beat in the cycle to start the right rhythms in the right places, because this is really the main skill that people are learning here, is how to listen to these Indian rhythm cycles and how to know where you are in that cycle, and then how you can put these rhythms in the right places to come out on the desired beat. So that's something that I've really tried to organise here, and there's a very special way that you can actually strategically approach that. Depending on the composition, you can arrange your Tihais in a way that will be much easier to remember, because when you're improvising, it's difficult to remember a lot of information at the same time. If you're improvising, you're just going with an idea, you don't really know what's going to happen, and you're trying to do something spontaneous. And when you're in that state of mind, it can be difficult to also link that up to a preconceived idea and to remember maybe a really detailed part of your repertoire while you're in the middle of just making things up on the spot. But there's a way that you can strategically go about that to make it much more possible to memorize larger groups of Tihais and incorporate those smoothly into the performance. So that's what I've tried to do with the new guitar course, and this is one that's only available to members of the Indian Classical Guitar Academy. A lot of the courses that I have can be bought individually, but some of these other more particular courses are just available to members who have a monthly subscription, because you really need to have done a few of the other courses, or at least 1 or 2 of the other courses, to look at your groundwork and then build up to doing something a bit more interesting, where you have to really improvise and incorporate a lot of different ideas. So if you'd like to check that out, go and look at the website indianclassicalguitar.com, and there's a special offer going until the end of October where you can become a member but pay less each month, and that will last for the whole duration of your membership. So there's just a few weeks left now to get hold of that offer. So yeah, it's a pretty big offer. It's like 25% off, for just as long as you're a member. So if you sign up for this and you're a member for like a year or a few years, you'd literally be saving like hundreds of pounds. So definitely worth checking out. But thanks very much for watching this video, and I'll be seeing you again soon. But for now, you can watch a little bit of this recital that I did in Kirvani just to get an idea. Some of it will just sound like you know, hard to maybe differentiate when I'm improvising and when I'm not improvising. And that's kind of the idea. It should sound like it's all part of one musical statement. But if you do the guitar course, you'll actually learn what's what. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.
If you want to start one of these courses, you can buy them individually or you can subscribe monthly to access all of them. For subscribers, there will be new content every month, including live streams where we can answer your personal questions and go into more detail about applying this material. So far we've covered Raag Yaman, Raag Bageshri, Jog, Hamsadwani, Kafi and Raag Malkons, and there's much more to come. This body of work is a culmination of the 18 years experience I have as a guitar teacher, combined with the knowledge acquired through studying the sitar directly and then adapting that material using the guitar techniques that suit this style best. To create these courses and gather the most authentic material possible, I work closely with other Indian classical musicians such as Manish Pingle and Gurdane Riot. I'd like to give a special thanks to my guru Roopa Panesar, who has guided me in the creation of these courses. Much of the material has been adapted directly from my training with her. Also Shakir Khan, my guru, who's been inspiring me immensely and continues to shape how I approach the instrument and this incredible world of Indian classical music. So come and join us at the Indian Classical Guitar Academy to start this journey. The first 50 subscribers will get a reduced price every month for the whole duration of their membership. So come and be one of the first guitar players to realise what it means to be an Indian classical musician.